The spot pass concept can vertically and horizontally. The concept is made up of a corner route, flat route. This concept will force you to make a progression.
Hey. Get ready. 188. Hey.
The flat route, being the second read, is a good option.
Hey. Get ready. Red 38. Red 38. Hey.
The last read on the play is the corner route. If the spot ends...
Well, let's go. Red 38. Hey.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today, going up against Moreno's Panthers. Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 16 matchup.
Panthers, Eagles, coming up on EA Sports. Winter is here as the temperature continues to drop as we get set for kickoff for today's matchup.
Hello, friends, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for kickoff, and hope you're having a great holiday season. We've got some football coming your way.
Yeah, we do. You know, when the weather gets cold and it gets this time of year, the games, the players know it's getting near the end, and every game is important because your dreams of going to the Super Bowl, they're still there. To get there, you probably need to win this game here today.
And Javier Arenas is back deep here, getting ready to field the opening kickoff. Graham Gano has it teed up for the opening kickoff.
Let's go.
From the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Ertz is really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Breaks free. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Cooper's a receiver in the slot. Out of the gun. That's a gain of 8. It's now second down. Offense lines up here.
Out of the shotgun. Takes off with it. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Offense lines up here. First and 10.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
The Eagles have it at the 44.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield.
They're down and 10.
Macklin's got the catch and the first.
First down here after the completion.
Snap it out of the gun. The catch is made. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Allen's going to make the tackle.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the first snap after the big play.
And nothing there as that was double covered.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it. What a job and effort.
Second and goal from the 4. He's got the catch.
And that'll gain just a few yards.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
It is so disappointing when you're down near the goal line and you don't score. Well, the offense doesn't have to know that disappointment this time. Good job, good play call, and a beautiful throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
Mounting a serious drive. Out of the shotgun formation. Throws to the right. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Let's go.
Second down and 10.
He'll throw it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The defense comes out in the nickel.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun.
Could have been intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
Cooper's lined up now as a slot receiver.
Jeremy Maclin makes the grab.
Eagles have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Macklin's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
Going to try and scramble now.
Second down coming up.
McCoy lines up in the backfield. getting away from the pressure, and he's forced to the ground. They come to the line on third down. They did an excellent job of executing in these spots last week. Macklin's lined up in the slot. 3rd and 9. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time. He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. Double tight end formation. Makes the catch in the open field. Gains 19.
The Eagles offensive coordinator does a good job at that time calling the pass.
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field.
We'll take another look at this one, Phil. Did that ball hit the ground, or was it caught cleanly?
When you look to see if this is a catch or not, did he trap the football? Does the ball hit the ground at the same time as it is hitting his hands? If it does, then that football will be ruled incomplete. You must get possession of the ball first, and then if it touches the ground, that is going to be okay. But if it hit the ground first, that will be an incomplete pass.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. Yeah, I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurt.
As good as it gets. Touchdown.
You know,
McCoy's in the backfield. Single back set. And he's taken down.
well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Incomplete as he was looking short.
This is a tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
Here's Ertz. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Here's Ertz.
They bring him to the turf. The Panthers defense has to be demoralized by that 4th down conversion allowed.
I think any time on the defensive side when you give up a 4th down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
1st down here after the completion.
The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Still powering ahead.
Jim, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Let's go.
They'll go shotgun here. Gets away from the pressure. And he steps out of the field of play. That's 2nd down coming up.
Cooper's in the slot.
Let's go.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Scrambling out of the pocket. Has the 1st down. 1st down coming up.
The Eagles lined up. Everybody split out wide. He'll take the snap from the gun. Middle. Johnson's there to make the tackle.
2nd down now. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Trying to power his way right up the middle. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. 3rd and goal from the 5. What a catch. Touchdown.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got 3rd and goal. Not a lot of room for receivers to work in, but the quarterback and receiver, they're on the same page. Good throw and catch.
Marching down the field and taking their time. Now on the move. Still not taken down. And the tackle is made at the 41. Second down here. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, it's the Verizon Halftime Report.
Cooper's going to get set in the slot for this snap. From the shotgun. Running room. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. First down here. LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield. From the shotgun. Jeremy Maclin makes the grab. The Eagles have been a little bit unbalanced with their attack, but one man, one receiver certainly isn't complaining. Macklin's been getting open, and he's not missing out on these opportunities to make big plays.
He is making it so tough on these defensive backs. They don't know whether he's going to go deep, go across the field. He uses that speed, makes the catches, and gets nice yards after the catch.
The Eagles come to the line with an empty backfield. The Eagles will take the snap from the 40. Flowers almost coming up with the takeaway.
Well, the defense is happy to get off the field. They stop the 3rd down try by the offense, but they're up and they drop a sure interception.
Offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 3 for the first. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Jeremy Maclin makes the grab.
I just don't think that's a good job by the defense. It's 4th and short. You kind of know what the offense is going to do. They were not ready, and they give up the first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. First down following the long play. Back to the air here on first down. And he's thrown to the ground. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Get ready. Brad, 38.
2nd and goal from the 8. Almost coming up with the takeaway.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8. The Eagles with an empty backfield look here. 3rd and goal from the 8. Throw to the left. Got a hand on it. No force the incompletion.
Take the points. That's what I'm telling you, Coach. Take the points. You didn't get it done on 3rd and goal. Get 3 points and keep momentum on your side.
The offense is on the field on 4th and 8. Nickel formation for the defense here.
Looking to the right side and throwing. They'll turn it over on downs.
This is what they call managing the game.
First down at the 47. Going for the home run. What a catch. The Eagles call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. First down here after the completion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Here's Ertz, and that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker. The team's head.
Well, when you got a lead in the second half and you go for it on fourth down, of course the coach felt really good about his chances of picking it up. Now you got to deal with the consequences. Have your defense go out there and stop the other team's offense.
From the gun. They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Now looking at third down. It's Sproles in the backfield. From the gun. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Eagles have to be thrilled to have one of their best weapons back in the swing of things. Macklin's having a huge game after not being very involved last week, partner.
Yeah, listen, he's one of the best in the NFL. We all know that, and they've done a good job getting the football to him, getting involved early, and man, can he take off.
Split backfield here. 2nd and 9. And now he'll take off. He's brought to a halt. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Cooper's a receiver in the slot.
Get ready.
Looking across the middle. He'll pick up 7 this time. If you're a great player in this league, you're not going to have too many bad games in a row. And this quarterback has shown us today that he's back to being his normal self.
That's right. He's just really too good of a quarterback to have the back-to-back bad games. And what he did after last week, he looked at the film, he corrected the mistakes. That's why he's playing well today. Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber them, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Keeps churning ahead. Tackles made. On the way, third down. Split backfield here.
Get ready.
Takes it from the gun. He makes the catch. Bradshaw's tackled down at the 36. First down. Offense readying for the snap. The Eagles line up. Split backfield.
Let's go. Brad, 38.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. And a gain of 4. Second down. This has been a long drive so far. This run goes nowhere. Stuffed for a loss of 4. Wasting no time now for this next play. Play after play after play here on this drive. The Eagles snap it at the 36. The defense gets the sack.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Going for it on 4th down. McCoy lines up in the backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Here's Ertz in on the stop.
Got to have a lot of courage to call these type of plays, don't you, Jim? And at that time, even though this team is winning, the coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Good play call, and they make it work.
Play number 13 coming up on this drive. This long drive continues. The final quarter underway now with this snap. The defense gets a sack. The offense heads to the line for the 14th play of this drive. What a drive this has been.
Let's go.
The Eagles snap it up at the 26. Scrambling now. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. The long drive continues. Gone about it. Still has it. This offense can't be stopped on 3rd down no matter the distance. Mounting a serious. Marching down the field and taking their time. From the gun. Running away from the pressure. That picks up 7. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. We'll go no huddle. This has been a long drive so far. Out of the gun. Rings it in for the score in the end zone.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Out of the shotgun. Out of the pocket. It's wide open. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Snapping out of the gun. Catch made. Shakes off the tackle. And now looking at some numbers here in the second half. It's more of the same for a guy who has been one of the best all year at the quarterback position.
Now, what I like about him so much, he sees where he has to go with the football, and then he's able to deliver the football right on the money, no matter what the circumstances are. High down the field, drives it in between defenders. He is just a terrific thrower of the ball.
And here we have 2nd down. It's a 2 tight end formation. He'll fire it out to the left.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
3rd and 4 coming up following that completion. Two tight ends on the field here. Trying to work that left side. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains. They hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Get ready. Wide 88. Wide 88.
They're going back up top. He's scrambling now. Underneath and incomplete that time.
Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
The Panthers defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and goal from the 4. And that pass is deflected by Allen.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone.
Offense lines up here.
Come on, let's go. Fred, 38.
3rd and goal from the 4. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Well, it's a good thing that linebacker knocked that pass down, because I don't think he could have caught it. So if he can't catch it, knock it down so nobody else can catch it.
The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field.
Come on, let's go.
Throws the pass. That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way. The Eagles lead in all. An extra tight end on the field for this one. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Macklin's tackled, but earns a new set of downs. Taking another look at the stats here, we have a wide receiver who has put together a complete game, Phil.
It has been a tremendous game, Jim, no doubt about it. Now we understand why guys want to be wide receivers in the NFL instead of running backs. So many more ways to get the football and much easier to make plays happen once you get it. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
2nd down coming up. Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. First down here. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Runs it across. Touchdown.
If the defense is not going to play for the quarterback sneak, then make them pay for it. Take advantage of it. That's what the offense did. The quarterback took advantage.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield. Met by Flowers that time. So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down. McCoy's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Macklin's got it, and a first. And as these numbers will show you, this wide receiver has been a big part of why they're in front today.
You talk about those numbers. You know, the coaches on the sidelines, they have those same numbers. Look at them and say, hey, we got to stop this, change the defense, double cover him every once in a while. I think that will really help you.
Here's Ertz. They'll mark him at the 29. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Out of the shotgun formation. Almost intercepted.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you've got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You've got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
2nd and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Selleck's got it on a pass that had some heat.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Coming up, second down. One more play, and it's in the books. No stopping him now. That's a touchdown.
Well, that had nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but still a very nice play there on the last play to score that touchdown.
Game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
The spot pass concept can vertically and horizontally challenge. The concept is made up of a corner route, flat route, and a spot. This concept will force you to make a progression read. The first
Get ready. 188.
The flat route being the second read.
188. Well, let's go. Break 38.
The last read on the play is the corner route. If the
38. Let's go. Break 38.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we might have the two most dangerous runners in the NFL opposite each other. It's Adrian Peterson going up against LaShawn McCoy. Now we'll take you out to the Viking Stadium where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
We're here in prime time, just about set for a Sunday night matchup on EA Sports. Hello, friends, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for kickoff, and hope you're having a great holiday season. We've got some football coming your way.
Yeah, we do. I think these teams, both of them, Jim, when they talk to us, they were not going to let the holiday spirit or the distraction of the holiday get in the way of preparing and being ready to play today. I think both are ready to put on a good show.
Now as we go to the field, it's Cordero Patterson back deep for the kickoff. The top team in the NFC will start today on defense. They'll be kicking it away here. This play set up by the long gainer. They'll go shotgun here. Finds his mark. That brings the play to an end.
Well, it's not quite a first down, but a good read, good throw, good catch. Well, a lot of good there, isn't it, Jim? But nice job by the offense. Now they got second and short. Look out. Who knows what the next play is going to be.
The Eagles were never threatened a week ago, but they find themselves behind in a tight one today, Phil.
Yeah, they found a team that was probably a little afraid because they saw how they blew out the team last week. So that makes you think we got to be sharp, be on top of our game, and that's what we've seen so far.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. McCoy is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Throws to the right. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Drop back, shotgun formation. Here's Ertz, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Line up now on third down. They were very good at converting these situations a week ago. He'll take the snap from the gun. He'll keep it on the play fake. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. The reception, and they bring it down at the 36-yard line. The Vikings lined up in the nickel.
Get ready.
From the shotgun, trying to fight through right up the middle of the field, and there's only 2 yards to be found right there. Cooper's lined up now as a slot receiver. The Eagles have it at the 34, and he takes off. Third down now. The Vikings come out in the nickel.
Let's go.
From the shotgun. Shrugs off the first hit. And that's a gain of 9. This next play will be run from inside the 20, and a week ago, they were sensational inside the red zone. First down at the 19. Keeps his legs moving. That's a gain of 6. Second down here after that run play. This long drive continues. What a drive this has been. Halfway through this first quarter now. Beeson's in on the tackle. They come to the line, and it's first down. The long drive continues.
Let's go.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
If you go to an NFL practice, they spend about 40% of their time practicing plays going in to score, and that's why they made it look so easy here. Nice throw by the quarterback on first and goal.
Mounting a serious drive.
Well, let's go. Grab 38. Grab 38.
From the gun. Jeremy Maclin makes the grab. That picks up 11. First down here after the completion.
Get ready.
From the gun. Jeremy Maclin makes the grab. This will be second down. Nickel formation here for the defense.
Let's go. Grab 38.
And a run right up the middle. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Kind of refreshing to watch, isn't it, to see a team that has faith, the toughness, and the patience to just keep running the football, grinding out these first downs, resting their defense, and tiring out the opponent's defense.
Let's go.
Takes it from the gun. Takes off with it. Barr's there to make the stop. They are running the football, and that's thanks to their quarterback, not the running back.
Yeah, you got to be careful, though, if you're a running quarterback. You got to live to fight another day. Run it, get your yards, and make sure you get on the ground before they can give you that big hit.
Picked up a couple that time. That leads us to second down. McCoy lines up in the backfield.
Get ready. Grab 38.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Gonna try and scramble now. And he's forced to the ground. This is third down. Offense lines up here.
Let's go. Grab 38.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Here's Ertz. He's stacked up at that point.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
From the gun. Out to Cooper. That's a gain of 7. And that will close out the first quarter in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll return in just a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Eagles in the end zone.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Anytime the offense is near the goal line, you got to be alert for the quarterback moving and trying to run with the football. Nobody on the defense is watching the quarterback, and he just scrambles in easily for the touchdown.
Cooper's lined up in the slot.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. Getting away from the pressure. And Curry's there to make the tackle. It's now second down. The Vikings go with the dime formation here on defense. Quarters formation here for the defense. Out of the shotgun. Gets away from the pressure. Gets about 9 on the play. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The Eagles lined up. Everybody split out wide. Snapping out of the gun. Scrambling out of the pocket. Picks up about 2. Second down coming up. The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. The Eagles come to the line with an empty backfield. Now on the move, and he's taken down. The defense pushed the offense back with that sack, and they'll need now 14 yards on third down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun formation, looking to the right side and throwing. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. The Eagles with an empty backfield look here. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Breaks free. And Curry's there to take him down.
I guess that's how we're going to be today, isn't it? We're just going to go for it on 4th down. That time they go for it, and they get it. Good job.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Sproles is shifted out wide to the left as a receiver. They'll go shotgun here. And now he'll take off. And he's thrown to the ground.
My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
The Eagles snap it at the 31. Scrambling now. That's a gain of only a yard.
3rd down. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, 2nd quarter. Hooper's got the catch and the first.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
Keeps it here. Barr's the one who brings him to the ground.
That is play number 10 on this drive.
2nd and 8. Running away from the pressure.
The tackle is made. It's 3rd down coming up. Marching down the field and taking their time.
Has his man. Takes off for the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown.
There is no lead in the NFL is safe. We all know that. We have seen tremendous comebacks. So when you get the opportunity, lay it on them, man. Keep scoring.
This has been a long drive so far.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Out of the pocket. They're going to get him here for a sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Let's go.
He'll take the snap from, gets it out for the completion. The ball is jarred loose.
Good piece of tackling.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play.
So they're looking to see if the ball came out before the knee was down.
I think when you look at these plays, most of the time it's pretty easy to determine. Jim, you know, it's just always a clear shot. When that knee hits the ground, you can freeze that shot and determine if it's a fumble or down by contact.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, it was called one way on the field, but now inside of 2 minutes, it was a booth review, and the call is overturned.
I think if you left it up to the coaches, they'd like the booth to review them all, Jim, because put all the pressure on the officials in the NFL. That's what it's there for, to overturn bad calls on the field.
They complete the pass, but still not enough for the first. Third down coming up. Cooper's in the slot from the shotgun. Looking across the middle, and Matthews has got it. First down. And now seeing these first half numbers, we knew coming into the game it was a possibility because this is one of the better passing attacks in the entire NFL, Phil.
Absolutely. It's one of the better ones in the NFL, and that's how they have built this football team. Jim, it's about the quarterback, the wide receivers, doing it through the air. And if they want to win games, that's how they have to get it done.
The Eagles have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Cooper's been a favorite of his quarterback, and he's proven why he deserves to be targeted so often today.
You're right. He deserves it.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Looking at the highlights now. Here's a quarterback who has handled the pressure well today, Phil.
Well, if they find a way to win this game, I'll tell you what, he is going to be very proud when it's over. To play well in such tough conditions when the offensive line struggles, that's pretty good stuff.
Cooper's going to get set in the slot for this snap from the shotgun. Looks but can't connect on the short throw. Third down on the way. Split backfield here. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Darren Sproles makes the catch. Going to be a short yardage situation, so forget the punt. They're going to go for it. Split backfield here.
Let's go.
From the gun. Breaks free.
Nice job by the coach that time going forward on fourth down. His team is up here in the second half. He wants to keep momentum on his side. That's why he goes for it, and they get it.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
First down at the 34. Looks to his left. Pulls it in.
Wide receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
Let's go. 188. 188.
First and 10. Throws the pass. And Curry's there that time for the tackle.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
Selleck's in the slot receiver role for this upcoming snap. The Eagles will take the snap from the 35. He's scrambling now. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 31. And he takes off. Breaks out of the tackle. Tackle down at the 22. That's second down coming up. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Second and short. Gets it out for the completion. Looking at the numbers, it'd be easy to say he's struggling, but that's 2 consecutive weeks, Phil, where he hasn't been a factor.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by it because he is such a good tight end. And I'll say this to the quarterback, give him a chance. Stay with him a little longer on the reads, and maybe he can get hot. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Second down now. Play after play after play here on this drive. Play fake. Takes off with it. That'll stop the play right there. First down on the way. This long drive continues. Gonna try and scramble now. And that's a gain of maybe 5. Play number 12 coming up for the offense. What a drive this has been.
Second and goal from the 3.
The defense gets the sack.
It's third down now. Right around 3 minutes remaining in the third.
The long drive continues.
Third and goal from the 7. Makes the grab. Touchdown. Touchdown Eagles.
Terrible job that time by the defense. Third and goal. They're expecting pass, and they still can't stop it. This defense is just not fast enough to stop those touchdown passes.
Mounting a serious drive
From the gun.
muscles through the defender.
Gains 5.
Look at the rushing totals for both sides. Neither defense has had much luck slowing down the run.
Well, it's not about luck. It's about trying hard. It's about want to, and I do not see that from the defensive side. That's why the offenses are having so much success running the football here today.
And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Time for the hurry-up offense.
Cooper's a receiver in the slot. Takes it from the gun.
Getting away from the pressure.
He'll throw it over the middle. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down. You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about 2 teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is 2 different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim. And it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
They face first down.
Huff's lined up now as a slot receiver. Final quarter underway now with this snap.
Breaks out of that one.
Gains 11.
It's first down as they head to the line. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game.
Here's Ertz. Puts up 6.
Short passes are just as important as the long passes down the field. This time, a short, accurate pass. Look what it leads to. All those yards after the catch. Nice run, nice catch, touchdown.
The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
The defense gets a sack. The defense got to the quarterback, and the offense is backed up here on second down.
The Eagles lined up. Everybody split out wide. Dropping back now into the shotgun.
Brent Selleck makes the catch.
The Vikings have kept teams out of the end zone all season long, but today they are giving up a ton of points.
Jim, I'll say this. They are absolutely getting shredded in every department on the defensive side. They can't stop anything. Just a bad day.
Second down here.
The call is for encroachment. That's 5.
Yeah, they're too impatient on the defense's part there. They're too anxious to get to the quarterback. And Jim, being that anxious, it's cost them a couple times today.
Still second down.
Second down.
Still got it after the play action. Gets away from the pressure.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. First down coming up.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield.
Let's go.
Scrambling out of the pocket. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. And now they'll try over again on second down. McCoy's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. And he's forced to the ground. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. 3rd and 5. Now on the move. No time to even look up. He's sacked again. What a beating this has been as he comes to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 9th time today. Good. If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the 4th, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense. Brought down after a gain of 15. The Vikings are giving up a ton of yards through the air, which is surprising because this secondary usually dictates the flow of a game.
Yeah, they've been good all year long, Jim. They do have a good defense. When you talk about their secondary, they can cover guys, but today it has been rough. They are going to get some very fast receivers.
Offense has not been hard to find in this one, Phil.
These guys are making it look too easy out there, and I can tell you from experience, and we all know it's not that easy, but I'll tell you this, fun to watch.
We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. To send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum and also put a little fear in those offensive players when they get the football.
Not far from a first. McCoy's lined up in a single back formation. And Matthews is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. And that gains a few. 2 minutes remaining in the game. We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one. The Eagles have it at the 44. And now he'll take off. Breaks the tackle. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. They call for the timeout to stop the clock. First down here. Scrambling now. And he's taken down. That's a timeout call. A lot of yardage to make up here after that sack. It's second down. Running away from the pressure. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. They immediately call for a timeout. Looking at third down. Out to the left. Has his target. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch. They're back inside the red zone, but all they really need to do is control the play at this point.
Yeah, they got a couple agendas they need to do here. Keep the football, try to get a first down. Those are easy to say, hard to do.
First and goal from the 9. Out of the pocket. Never too late. That's a touchdown. Touchdown Eagles.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
Marching down the field and taking their time. Brings it into his body. Still on his feet. Stiff arm.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Front 38. Front 38.
From the gun. Sticks to his hands. And that's a gain of 10. The Eagles signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. And here we have second down. The defense comes out in the nickel. Out of the gun. Has it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles. Memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
The stick pass concept is a horizontal shift. Notice the defender keyed on the play. He is used the primary receiver, marked by the red route. If the key defender covers the tight end,
get ready. Blue 95. Hut.
now we're going to build on the read.
Red 38. Hut. Let's go. 188.
The spot pass concept can vertically and horizontally challenge a defense. The concept is made up of a corner route. This concept will force you to...
Hut. Get ready. Red 38. Red 38.
The flat route being the second read.
Red 38. Hut. Let's go. 188.
The last read on the play is the corner route.
Red 38. Hut. Well, let's go. Red 38. Hut.
The spacing concept, as its name would imply, is a concept that horizontally the primary receiver marked by the
Let's go. Wide 88. Hut.
if the hitch route appears to be covered.
Wide 88. Hut. Get ready. Blue 95.
Also take note that the spacing before the snap, you can determine if the first read will be available. If all else fails on a spacing concept play, your final read is
Let's go. Wide 88. Wide 88. Hut.